Hi guys, am I audible to everyone? Just a quick check so that we can start with today's session. It's a planning session for IFOA September 2026 and II November 2026 planners. So exams are scheduled basically from IFOA 17 September, for II 31st October. So we will keep it quick session to make you understand what this exam is all about and what is expected from you. So guys, quickly comment in the chat section, am I audible to all? A quick check, I need to start the session guys, quickly comment. Okay, then I am assuming that I am audible, start करते हैं. So see, CP2 पहले तो ये समझते हैं that how this paper is composed of, what all is required, everything we will understand about this exam. So you know that it is tested in two paper formats. So one is paper 1 and the other is paper 2. Now in paper 1, see, the focus is on model plus audit trail. So let's understand about paper 1 first. So you will be provided with some instructions. Now based on those instructions, you are supposed to do modeling. And whatever Excel functions or however you are using this modeling, you have to document it in audit trail. So some students misunderstand this exam that it's just Excel, or you have to prepare it in last month, or you are good in Excel so you can easily do this. It is not about Excel. So first thing to understand, it is Excel plus communication plus documentation plus extremely important thing, that is time management. There are many students who struggle in this exam because they are not able to manage this time well. We have multiple students who are able to excel, do well in Excel and communication, but when it comes to documentation, when it comes to time management, they are not able to do this. Even if you are extremely good in Excel, say you are in office, you have been doing Excel since last 10 years, but still this is one such exam where you can be you can be unsure of, or you might not be able to clear it in first attempt if you are not documenting it well. So you don't have to focus on fancy formula, you don't have to focus on VBA, you don't have to focus on complex modeling. ये आपको समझना है. This paper 1 definitely tests you on modeling, but what is expected from you, keep your model simple. And जितने आप sections break कर सकते हो model के, try to break the sections, build the model in small logical sections. What else is expected from you? Clear tab, make use of clear labels, clear instructions, what you have done, what you are supposed to do. Data checks before calculations. Audit trail perfect, that is what an examiner wants in first paper. We will understand about it more. And if you are stuck for more than 2-3 minutes, make assumption, move on. Very important thing. Don't just be stuck in one particular section. If you are not able to perform, if you are not able to do modeling, simply move on. Now let us understand the complete structure of paper 1. As I said, we have model where we have to do it in Excel, plus we have to document it, and when we are documenting it, we have to use Word file. So we have to understand it is not about VBA, it is not about complex modeling, simple Excel formulas. So what you will be provided is, you will be provided with data. What is expected from you? Perform data checks, both reasonability checks as well as general checks. You can be provided with some parameters check on parameters. There are certain objectives that you need to understand of paper 1. There are certain assumptions that you need to make when you are doing Excel portion, and finally you have to mention everything. So there is a methodology section. Now let us understand the structure of paper 1. If I talk about audit trail, so सबसे पहले आपको start कैसे करना है? See, the first thing of paper 1, when a question paper is there in front of you, read the paper, try to understand what is given to you, try to understand what you are supposed to prepare, and based on the information make 3 to 4 points related to the objective, that is what you are supposed to present. Then comes the next section, that is about data. So obviously you will be provided with data in Excel, on basis of which you will be performing your calculations. So here I am mentioning what we are supposed to do in Word, here I am mentioning what we are supposed to do in Excel. So when you have a data tab, simple copy the data from the question paper that you have been provided with, and here you have to mention what you have done in that data tab. So if you have copied it, you have to mention in this tab the data has been copied from this particular sheet. In this tab the data has been manually entered. Whatever you have done, you have to mention it here. There must be some checks that you will be performing. Supposingly say from cell C1 to cell F1 you have performed some checks, like for example data on mortality is given to you. So you have performed the check that it should lie between 0 to 1 or it is increasing with increasing age. So there are some checks, reasonability checks. So like if you have performed a check in this particular cell, so you will mention in cell this to this we have performed this particular check using Excel say if function, and the checks displays that there are no outliers. Another check has been performed say in cell, supposingly you have performed in cell E1 to say G1. So this has been performed in this to this, and we have seen that it is increasing with age, which we actually expected to. Matlab whatever you have done, you are presenting, and at the same time you are giving cell references also. Giving cell references is extremely important thing. So you have mentioned how you have got the data, whether it is manual or copied. You have mentioned cell as well, plus you have mentioned the source of data as well, that where exactly this data has come from. This completes your data tab of both audit trail as well as your Excel portion. Then if there are any parameters provided to you, you can make parameter tab separate, and accordingly separately mention here about the parameters if they are provided to you. Now comes the calculation part. Supposingly there are 3 different scenarios, 1, 2 and 3, and you have done the calculations based on the instructions provided to you. So obviously when the instructions are provided to us, we will be following those instructions, we will be using formula to perform the calculations, we will do some checks, so all reasonability general checks will be carried out. So this section, basically the first scenario of your calculation, will be difficult to perform, it can take 1 hour as well, and when you are doing this, you do not have to move to other scenarios till the time you are replicating the same in Word, basically that Word file whatever you have performed. That means audit trail has to go simultaneously along with your modeling portion. You do not have to leave audit trail for the last, you have to do it along with the scenarios projection that you are doing. Then maybe for example in first scenario you have performed say annuity rate, you have calculated premium rates based on mortality data that is provided to you. In the second scenario they ask you to change the interest rate provided. So maybe second is just a copy of first with changes in interest rates. In third scenario maybe they have asked you to change a mortality factor, to reduce it or to decrease it, maybe to reduce it because of technological advancements or anything. So tab 3 is also copy of tab 1 with some changes. So we always have to apply reasonability checks, that how we have to mention it in Word file. Say you have done scenario 1, so you will mention it scenario 1 in this tab or in this sheet, this has been done. तो एक conclusion आपका पहले ही होना चाहिए कि what has been done in this sheet. Then you will mention all your calculations done. You have to mention all Excel formula use. You have to mention all cell references. Then any reasonability check or any general check that has been applied will also be mentioned here. Now supposingly you move to scenario 2, ठीक है, you mention everything कि this is just a copy of scenario 1 with these changes. So if we change the interest rate back to whatever it is in there in scenario 1, the interest rates are same. So reasonability check होता है. Similarly scenario 3, in this tab we have done this with this particular change. If we change the interest rates back, it will be copy of scenario 1. So this is way of writing, this is way of presenting. Now whenever you are doing all these calculations, obviously there are certain assumptions that you will be making. So this calculation, while doing calculations you will get a lot of detail about different assumptions. So you have to make one section of assumptions in your Word document. So at least 7 to 8 assumptions need to be there. And then you can perform charts as well. They can ask you in the question to do charts, to make charts, and finally you can make charts and simple copy paste from Excel to Word with just one liner description of whatever we have performed. But charts have to be labeled. It should be clear, it should illustrate the relationship between different parameters involved. Any doubts till this point? Anything which is unclear, any doubts with respect to format? So let me show you an example of paper from IFOA as well as II, that what they expect you to do in paper 1. So see, the paper is in front of you. This is actually May 2026 paper. So see how the paper is presented. So read the background document which describes the scenarios that need to be modeled and documented for this project. Technical assistance for the modeling work, should you require it, can be found in additional guidance contained in this booklet. No marks will be deducted for use of this guidance. Construct a spreadsheet model that produces the following calculations. You should ensure that your spreadsheet contains appropriate self checks. बार बार वो बोलता ही है that you have to perform self checks and that you have performed reasonable checks at each stage. So see, the first यहाँ से actually में modeling portion start होता है, that we have to check that when we have done all this, when we are done with modeling, when we are done with audit trail, तो always verify that whatever they have asked, what's the objective of the paper, have we covered that objective. So see, verify that demand volatility factors follow normal distribution, calculate weekly production capacity, for base scenario calculate this, for stress scenario calculate this, and then it has mentioned about charts. And see the marks allotted. Basically when you have done all this thing, you get 33 marks. This is for modeling and audit trail both. And see, modeling technique and practice, auto checks perform, reasonability checks are there, you get 5 marks. Demonstration of good modeling techniques and practice, you get 7 marks. And when you are producing audit trail, you have to mention purpose, you have to mention data, you have to mention assumptions, you have to mention methodology, that is entire calculation, you have to explain the charts. You should ensure that your audit trail is suitable for both a senior actuary who has been approved for work. That means you are not basically explaining the minutest things. This is not CP3 that we are not supposed to use technical words. This is CP2. You are supposed to use technical keywords. You are supposed to use any formula. You have to assume that it is getting checked by an actuary who has been asked to approve your work and a fellow student who has been asked to peer review. So when they are allotting you on an audit trail marks, they will check your communication skills, they will check whether students can review and check methods used in the model. Senior actuary can scrutinize and see 7 marks, written in clear English 4 marks, written in logical order 3 marks. All the steps are clearly explained 8 marks, clear signposting 4 marks, statement of assumptions 5 marks, all model steps accurately covered 13 marks. And this is the background on which we are supposed to perform our calculations. And see, they have given you references of different formula as well. You can snip the formula into as well. So this is what is paper 1 is all about. and see the marking structure. You can yourself see the marks are being allotted for basically the audit trail portion. Now, what is an example of a good audit trail? Basically, when on seeing my audit trail, what will I have access to? I can access the background information that is provided to you. I can access the question paper that is provided to you. Plus, I have to see the audit trail which is provided. If using all this information, I am able to make the same model that you have made, that is an example of a good audit trail. And the focus should be on audit trail. Your focus is not on fancy formulas. You have to model, you have to check, you have to document, you have to explain. So, the structure that you have to follow is this: model, check, document, explain. Assumptions extremely important in audit trail in paper 1. And do not spend more than 60-70% of your time in perfecting the model. We are not looking for perfect model, but we look for perfect audit trail. So, you have to ensure that you finish your audit trail that actually carries significant marks. And if I talk from examiner point of view, if you complete well documented solution, that actually scores better compared to an incomplete perfect model. Irrespective of, I am not saying that your model should be bad, because whatever you are modeling, that is what your audit trail is all about. But understand, well documented solution scores better compared to incomplete perfect model. Now, what are the common mistakes basically that we make in audit trail or that we make in paper 1 is, we over format Excel. Don't do that. We forget checks. Jaise I have told, if you are moving to tab 2 or tab 3 with slight changes, check has to be mentioned that this is just tab 1 with these changes. If we change the figures back to whatever there is tab 1, results of tab 1 and 2 would be same. So, do not forget about checks, be it self checks, be it reasonability checks. Some students miss out different assumptions, do not do that. Very important, do not leave audit trail for the end. This is mistake that they leave audit trail for the end. You are not supposed to leave, and supposingly, as I said, you are doing modeling, but at the same time we have to make sure it is not a complex model. So, we are sticking to very simple techniques, very simple Excel formula, and if you are stuck in a particular thing that we are not able to do, as I said, simple make an assumptions and move on. But you should always comment on unusual results. Ki while doing this portion we got this particular result. So, this is something that needs attention. Now, biggest reason that students fail is they feel that I knew Excel, it is just the complex model that was the issue that I failed, or I ran out of time, so it is a time management, that is the reason of failure, or I did not practice, so I think if I practice well, that's I would be able to clear, or I ignored audit trail, I think we need to focus more on audit trail, or I did not practice in written, I think we lost here. If you know the reasons, these basically are the reasons for failure: not focusing on audit trail, not focusing on written practice, not focusing on past papers, not focusing on Excel as well, or not focusing on time management. So, this is very few, or I would say very one of the few papers where discipline practice can significantly improve your score. So, if I have to ask a question to every one of you, did any one of you attempted full CP2 paper before? Anyone who is going for the second time or has given attempt say years back and now is going to give it again? Any of you who have attempted full CP2 paper before? Guys, a quick question, I will come to your doubts. Let me just first complete everything about paper 1, I will come back to your doubts. Okay, so the answers that I am receiving is no. So that is actually may good, because we are starting from the scratch, so you now know what to do. So if you, even if you have not attempted, it's completely fine. But at this stage, if I ask you a question, what do you think is harder? Is building the model harder or writing a report is harder? Audit trail मुश्किल लग रहा है या मॉडल बनाना मुश्किल लग रहा है? Quick question. What do you think is difficult? Model or audit trail? This is very complex question to answer actually, because audit trail is based on model only, and if you say model is difficult, so it is basically contrary to what we are saying कि model में तो focus ही नहीं करना, तो model difficult कैसे हो सकता है? See, definitely understanding of model is difficult. हम लोग स्ट्रगल करते हैं दैट इन स्टैंडर्ड सॉल्यूशंस दिस इज प्रोवाइडेड और दे हैव डन इट यूजिंग दिस पर्टिकुलर थिंग, बट आई एम डूइंग इट लाइक दिस. इज माई अप्रोच करेक्ट और नॉट? वी डोंट हैव टू वरी अबाउट दिस एट ऑल. जस्ट ट्राई टू रीड वन थिंग. what are your key areas or what's your Bible at the time of exam? Background info, any additional guidance in the form of say formula references that they have asked you, or you might be asked to refer tables if there is the same formula that is already in the tables. So this is your Bible. Based on this, answer questions very slowly. First, give with this particular thing multiple read. Try to see what the data is provided to you. Try to see what they have asked you. And then again the struggle is, I completely agree with you that it is difficult to understand how to build the model. So starting is difficult. So definitely initial, I would say 1 hour needs to be there for particular scenario 1 only. 1 घंटा लगेगा scenario 1 में, but एक बार you have understood scenario 1, rest of the scenarios, charts preparation, assumptions, purpose, checks would be very easy. So वहाँ पर issue of model का नहीं आएगा. Once you have understood, the issue will come for the audit trail, that how to complete it in the given time frame. So 3 hours 20 minutes में modeling and audit trail both have to be completed. What students do is they do model first, they come to audit trail, and then they struggle that they are not able to complete audit trail. This will always be an issue if you don't attempt it simultaneously. So the way that I suggested that it has to go simultaneously, this is how you need to attempt complete paper. You have to start with Word document, start with objectives. For objectives, you have to read complete background information, then mention data. Again, you have to go through the data, you have to understand the data, then mention checks, do the checks in your Excel portion, come back to audit trail, mention all the checks, see if any parameters tab need to be there, then again go back to the modeling portion, understand about all the steps that need to be there, do the calculations in different scenarios. First scenario is extremely important, that will take long hour, complete 1 to 1.5 hours to do it. Once you have done it, reciprocate the same in your audit trail Word document. Each and everything needs to be mentioned. Any cell references, any Excel formula, the reason for doing so, everything needs to be there in your Word document. Then perform the same calculations in scenario 2 and 3, copy paste, apply reasonability check, perform the charts that they have supposed you to prepare, copy paste the charts from your Excel, basically wherever you have prepared, into your Word file, write just one-liner statement. You are not supposed to interpret the charts, that's there in your summary portion. You just supposed to write one-line statement, that's it. This is how your perfect audit trail and model or perfect paper 1 would be. There are many students who are very good with respect to Excel, who are very good with respect to presentation, but they lose marks in paper 1 because they are not copying exactly what they are supposed to. If on reading your paper, if on reading background information, still whatever you have written is not matching with your model, I will not say it's not a good model, it's not a good audit trail. Good model है या नहीं है, I might be less concerned. But good audit trail है या नहीं है, I will be more concerned in that. So in coming weeks, we will be focusing on good audit trail, good model, good summary as well. Let's understand about paper 2. So this was all about paper 1. So I hope paper 1 is clear to everyone. Any doubts in paper 1? I will be coming to how we will be expecting from you and how we will be. ठीक है, if there are no doubts, now let's focus on paper 2. Now understand what paper 2 is all about. If you are highlighting any cell, where should I express it? You have to write in word file, Jayesh. Ki from in column CD this has been done. In cell C1 to D1 this has been done. Everything has to be written in word file and you have to give cell references in your word file. ठीक है, now moving on to paper 2. पेपर 2 में क्या होगा? You will be given a model, you will be given a corresponding basically audit trail. Now based on this audit trail that is given to you, you are supposed to make a summary, plus you are supposed to do extra scenarios in this model. So might be you are being given a model and an audit trail, and it will not be the same model and audit trail. Obviously the paper is on will be based on different model and audit trail. So model and audit trail is given to you. Okay, scenario 1 is there. Along with scenario 1, you know data is there, assumptions are there, objective is there, whatever we have done that is also there. So everything would be there in your audit trail. Now they will ask you to extend this scenario 1 by giving you what needs to be done in scenario 2 and 3. So first thing is to complete your model by extending it to scenario 2 and 3. So this should take maximum half hour, not more than this, where you have understood the things that are provided to you, where you have understood the background, where you have understood what the scenarios are all about, and you have extended it as well. Now in the remaining focus has to be there on the summary. Now comes important thing, how are we supposed to make summary? So we start again with the objective, but this will not be same as objective of audit trail. You will have to edit it, you will have to, because audit trail objective will be including only your one scenario. Here you will have to include all the scenarios, first thing. Second thing, try to make it different, although the way of writing would be same, but it has to be different. Then you have to mention data. In audit trail I said you have to mention where the data has come from. So here also you have to mention the source of data. In audit trail I said you have to mention data checks. You do not have to mention any data checks here, no checks. You will simply mention the data has been checked and outliers have been identified, and now we are basically we are based on assumptions on these assumptions. So no details about the checks, but yes, if you have changed a simple line that data checks have been done or data outliers have been identified can work. Data source can be there in this particular summary as well, but no cell references, nothing. So no cell references in summary. Then comes your assumption section. So basically assumptions same as audit trail plus extra 6-7 assumptions. So जो audit trail में है वो तो लेंगे ही लेंगे plus more assumptions. Now comes the methodology part, very important. अब ये देखना, audit trail में आपके पास ना instructions होती हैं. Supposingly you are make one chart on x and y, based on x and y, say. Then another chart on based on y and z, another chart say on x and z. These are the 3 instructions and all your calculations are based on this. Now how will you start is, you will take x and y as the first chart, you will mention all the methodology that has been done to calculate x and y, and based on the chart you will make summary or interpretation. So methodology section is basically based on whatever we have done in our audit trail without using cell references. So no cell references, just a shorter version of what we have done in audit trail, and then we have to present the results, and when we are presenting the results, it's the same as charts, take each chart which you are supposed to make in the question, present your chart and then mention about its summary, its interpretation, whatever you have concluded from that chart. So, say in your question paper, if you are being provided to make 4 charts, so automatically your result section will contain 4 charts and 4 different interpretations of those charts. And finally, we will end with conclusion and most important section, that is next steps, that this model is based on these assumptions. Next step could be change your assumption, maybe peer review. जैसे जैसे we will do paper 2 discussion, I will tell you कि next steps पे हमें क्या focus करना है. तो at least 20 next steps need to be there in your answer. अब in paper 2 basically the struggle is not how to complete the paper, struggle is this summary section. Methodology section is also easy because that is already there in your audit trail and you are presenting it in a shorter version, simplified form, assuming it's getting peer reviewed by a senior actuary. But result section is extremely important because you are going to interpret the charts. So, if it is downward sloping, upward sloping, that is fine, but we will understand more about charts interpretation when we will do past papers basically of the summary section. Now, is the format of paper 2 clear? Any doubts in understanding format of paper 2? How you can copy from audit trail, which all section can be copied, which all section need more important. You have to explain basically what numbers mean. You don't have to explain only what they are, ये ध्यान रखना. You have to explain actually में what numbers mean. So, यहाँ पर modeling portion will not even take 15-20 minutes, not more than 15-20 minutes. But you have to ensure that you finish your summary because it will carry significant marks. Well documented summary has to be there. There the focus was on model and documentation, here the focus is on communication. Summary report evaluation is extremely important for paper 2. Any doubts now in paper 2? Before I move to how we will be proceeding, what is expected from you in upcoming weeks? As of now, any doubts from your side? Take 5 minutes, revise paper 1 and paper 2 and come back with your doubts. Now, if there are no doubts, let's understand that how we will be proceeding. So, the exam is scheduled say for September and last week of October. So, now the focus will be on completion of things, and now how we will be proceeding, that you have to understand. So, from now onwards till your exam, irrespective of whether you are giving IFOA or II, because the pattern is same, everything is same. So, there is no difference in IFOA and IFMAT. I will be guiding you which all past papers that you need to watch. So, based on the every weekly targets. So, every Monday you will receive targets from our side. Now, in the initial 1 to 2 weeks, I will focus on paper 1. Next 3 to 4 weeks, focus on paper 2. Remaining 3 to 4 weeks, focus on both papers, focus on tips and tricks of both papers, focus on how we can make sure, for example, a question is on uniform distribution. So, what all checks need to be there in uniform distribution, that we will discuss in advance only. For example, the paper that I show you, that was about normal distribution. So, if a question is a normal distribution, what you are supposed to do, that we will discuss before. So, that the standard things related to every paper we will be discussing. If it is an audit trail, what are the different standards that need to be there in your audit trail? What are the common standards that need to be there in your audit trail? What are some of the common checks that can be applied in every audit trail? If it is a summary, what are the common next steps that can be written? That we will be focusing along with lot of past papers practicing. And finally, we will be focusing on mocks, and when we are focusing on mocks, the main focus is on time practice plus development of speed. So you have access to portal, and in your portal basically there is a schedule file and it has all the details with respect to when your mocks are. So schedule is different from for IFO and IR students. So we will be having mocks as per the schedule, and you need to attempt your mocks because you will be getting detailed feedback from our side with respect to your attempted mocks. So just remember, you are not supposed to skip any mock. Now comes that how we will be going. So as I said that every Monday you will receive our targets, and in those targets I will mention basically this initial May I will be focusing on paper 1. So I will guide you with the videos that you need to watch of paper 1 first thing. I will guide you with respect to past papers that you need to do of paper 1. Since the pattern is same, so I will give you questions from both IFO as well as II. So don't come up with this question that if I am giving it from IFO, do I have to do II questions? You have to do, because I will be picking those questions which are valid for both. Now every week we will be guiding you with set of videos that you have to watch. Then every week I will be coming live and we will be discussing some questions based on whatever you are supposed to do in the entire week. So supposingly next week I might discuss April 2025 paper 1, or I might discuss one section, say assumption section on paper 1, or I might discuss methodology section of paper 1, because obviously it is difficult to complete entire paper in limited time. We can focus on different sections. We can focus on which all formula you should know. Say we can focus on if it is a uniform distribution, this is expected from you, that how you have to produce paper 1 and the corresponding audit trail, what are the different things that should be there if a question is on this particular distribution. So all these things we will be discussing in a live session. So I want you to actively participate in a live session. In case you are not able to make it because of any solid reason, obviously the uploading is there, but it takes time to upload. I will not be deliberately uploading all the videos. So once there are sufficient lectures to upload, it will be uploaded on portal, because it is recommended to attend it live so that maximum interaction can be there. These papers are all about communication, so more and more interaction, more and more correct guidance. Basically you need correct tips and tricks with respect to approaching. So first the target is paper 1. Once you have understood model and audit trail, then comes the summary portion. So first thing, for the next 2-3 weeks focus is on audit trail. Then I will ask you to attempt a mock as well based on the first paper. Then there are 2 mocks basically for paper 1 and remaining 2 mocks for paper 2. Then we will go to paper 2, we will understand. Once we have got a hold on audit trail, then we will understand about summary and what you need to do in summary. And finally we will understand what are the common mistakes that can be avoided and how we have to make sure that both the papers are completed in time frame. So that is why we are giving these mocks, and the complete feedback on mock will help you to understand in which particular area you can score more, on which particular area you can give less time as well. So now if I start from now onwards till your exam, if you are giving IFOE exam, so basically you need to give 1.5 hours on daily basis to this particular exam. If you are attempting II, 1 hour can be worked with extra hours, say 3 to 4 hours on weekends. So it is for you to manage given that which particular society you are appearing for, and when I say number of hours, it has to be active hours, no watching of basically phone or no scrolling of reels. It has to be complete attention towards your studies. So Karthik is asking any suggestions on objective portion, is there any specific approach we should follow? Yes, I will be guiding you on objective as well, that's a part basically, but वो सब कुछ guide करने के लिए there are some basic background that you need to understand. एक basic question paper से आप go through करोगे तभी you will be able to understand. So once you go through the videos, you will get a hold on the objective as well. Next is Vidhi is asking, if we start studying from now, we will be able to pass CP2 and CP3. As I said, CP2 1.5 hours for September, CP3 roughly 1 hour for September, and extra say total 4 to 5 hours on weekends for both. If you can manage, go ahead with both CP2 and CP3. Basically, it does not require you to complete all the past papers. Sufficient practice is required. But apart from sufficient practice, getting a hold on paper, getting understanding of paper, understanding what to be done, what to be avoided is something more that is required for these 2 papers. Manya says, once we are provided with the past papers, should we self-attempt them or only analyze them? I will guide Manya in every target that you will receive now. That's a good question basically. I will not ask you to do question for say in the very first target. I will not ask you to do the complete question because अभी तो आपको कुछ पता ही नहीं है, हमने सिर्फ overall discuss किया, but how exactly the data needs to be presented, how exactly objective needs to be presented, that takes time. So might be first 2-3 papers I might ask you just to analyze, see the question paper, see the solution, see how they are presented. Next 2-3 papers I will ask you to do on their own. So that you will get once I am in the targets basically. So your community notifications you have to be very active because detailed targets आएंगे उसमें आपके पास. More doubts related to CP2. Can we share the solution we derived by solving past papers or self-review? So Jayesh, let's just start with the course first because abhi you might be having multiple questions, but as I said, everything would be there in your targets. So targets में I might ask you to share the question paper. Targets में might be I might ask you that I will be taking a session say on April 2025 paper, and in order to take a session on April 2025 I would require everyone's paper, everyone's solution on April 2025. So for example, if I am discussing April 2025 say next week, so obviously I will require your solution to discuss this is an example of a good audit trail or this is a bad audit trail. So I will ask you all these things as we pace up with the course. Okay, so Karthik is asking a question, is it 70-30 or 50-50? 50-50. Equal weightage is there for both the papers. Any more questions? If there are no questions, I will not take extra time of yours. Today's session is extremely important in case you have missed it. So all to my video program students, just make sure that you have watched this video. This will get uploaded on YT, so do watch it. This will come to your community as well. And now I will try to send the target today itself if possible from my side with respect to how you need to plan your week. So just stick to the targets. That is what you are supposed to do. Your videos, mocks and past papers. This is something which is extremely important. So since registration is opening from tomorrow, yes Manya, as I said, even if you have done nothing of this particular subject, starting from now till your exam date, you have to give me 1.5 hours from Monday to Friday and 3 to 4 hours on weekends, more than enough. Apart from mocks के जो extra hours लगेंगे हर weekend में, इसके अलावा और कुछ भी नहीं चाहिए. And there must be a question in your mind कि जैसे पेपर होता है 3 hours 20 minutes का, तो obviously if I ask you to solve a paper it will take 3 hours roughly. So that is why I will ask you to break your paper. Maybe in one day you are just reading the questions, you are just trying to frame that this should be your answers, that will take 1 to 1.5 hours. Then next day you are coming back again to the question paper and seeing, analyzing the solution. So this is how you have to break your time, because I can understand that mostly are working students and it is extremely difficult to find out time. मतलब आप अपने आप को मोटिवेट करोगे कि हाँ मुझे 2-2.5 घंटे देने हैं, तब जाके आप 1-1.5 घंटा दे पाओगे. So you have to basically motivate yourself every day. Yes, I have to study, and for that I have to complete whatever is prescribed for me in this entire week. ठीक है? Okay then, so wrap up करते हैं for the day. Thank you everyone, and I expect every one of you to be active from upcoming sessions, because although everything is there in the lectures, these sessions are for you guys to attend, to make active use of what things to avoid, what mistakes to avoid, and which all areas will require more attention. ठीक है? Okay then, that's it for the day. Thank you.